I'm in a very serious situation here that um, I might be, I think I am, born to be like a 정도령, but the situation here is that I have been getting this perfect crime for in the last 7 years. Um, I don't know who they are. I do know some, the gangs, but I know that they are the people that we saw from the Moon Jae-in's party. For example, the people here at the top now is like Mr. Yoon Song-yeol or Kim Gun-hee or the Lee Jae-myung, those people, or the 더불어민주당 party thing, or involved in the Moon Jae-in's party before. I'm not a political any issue person here, but I didn't. The thing was that I couldn't understand why I was getting this so much crime here, which was going to a perfect picture here, and as soon as I tried to stop this, maybe like a 정도령, the first thing was to survive the people that were the victims before me or around me. I was like maybe surveying people here, but the first thing was I didn't know that I was 정도령, but I wanted to help people before me survive. So if I called the police looked like they were doing a job, but actually they were involved in this and they were actually targeting me here. They didn't know that I was 정도령 too, so which was like a trick, maybe, by a god. I'm telling you that I'm not doing this, but we can see that the the last war here may have been done by maybe bad person people or like violent people, which may lead to evils in the sky, should I say, or in, on earth. But I believe that I learned that even at Catherine McCauley that we shouldn't do any war because this might lead to the last like a world end here, because there's too much violence and untrustworthy people anymore. Anyways, I don't know Korea. I am born in Korea. I believe I am very well made by God. My life was very different. It was nearly 정도령's journey, I believe. So I could tell you about that later, because that takes like 40 years of the journey, which was unbelievable. There were miracles, of course. The things done were not by me actually or around, but by a God's picture. We can see this, even the last one with the even yesterday, they tried to kill or do this perfect crime because maybe the Kim Gun-hee was arrested. So the last night, I was very bullied, and so I was very sick and was asking for help. But anyways, the time then, again the rained right away. So I'm telling you that the crimes they have done to me was like perfectly, as for now, the way I stopped it was by God, not by me myself, who is like only 30 or 40, a girl, a lady here. But I believe that God made me and maybe put me here, which He thought this was the evil side trying to do a war. I don't know, but I don't care about doing a war. But all I did was to stop me getting crime and save the people around. But this was a real big picture and really fast that a person like just one person can't stop it, but the braveness or the timing that I stopped it right away every time was maybe done by God. Because if I look back again, I do believe that I can't do this by myself, but it was always done by me. But the strength inside me was maybe developed in Catherine McCauley, like a Jung Do-ryung, or I am more like made to be like this, to stop and reveal the truth here. Because what I'm saying is that I do not understand why I am keep getting a crime, but it turned out to be that it's going to a perfect crime. I could see that I have not done any sin actually before, but they always were. I didn't know, but they always put me in a place. They say that it's like a win over, yes. Then they force me to a place or do a crime to me, and if I call police, then the police pretending that is helping me, but he was actually putting sin on me. So later on, it looked like I was a victim first, but reporting person, but they will keep putting sin on me, pretending that I am the what's the opposite of the victim, the person doing the violence or this crime here. So I wanted to tell the truth that I didn't do it, but I found that from the paper that they were manipulating this, like, and I couldn't even get the quote envelope here. It was a real perfect crime done by a group of people that were controlling the police and the 991 and the post office man, that I was totally keep on getting hurt very brutally, that I found out that this is not really the Korean way. It was very awful, brutal, cruel, that maybe another way that I cannot know. But so I was very innocent and what should we say? I don't remember this word anymore. 억울해. So that I wanted to help, but people first try to help me. But when the police gets involved in this, they keep manipulating that the people can't help. So I wanted to tell the more officially, as I was brought in very advanced foreign country, that I believed in law and higher court. But here, maybe because of the top people, there is we can see that there's a heaps of corruption going on. It's just injustice and there's nothing that we can believe on. Even the last president is Lee, that actually the citizens don't really like or can't really trust much. What I'm saying is that I found that the police, they record me in a different way than the people can help me. So why are they manipulating this? There must be a reason to this. But I thought the Korea could do this, but found out that maybe they couldn't do it before. Then it was me that the God put me here. Lastly, trying to stop this, maybe to end the war. Maybe before is better, but I'm not saying I am stopping the war. I don't care. But what I'm saying is there is a God within me that doing this. It's not really me. We have seen this. Everyone has seen this. That this lady is doing something too much, but trying to stop the fight or stop my perfect crime here, trying to actually get out of here. But it's the evil that's not letting me go. And then we can see that the picture is going more into the war, but actually found out to be as they trying to kill me because the last crime is near. They were annoyed or whatever, or wanted to get out of the whatever the situation. I don't know them. I'm not into this. I'm just innocently getting this perfect crime with no reason actually. But what I'm saying is that it's not me who is doing this. It's them doing this to the Korea or the world. But God put me here actually. He made me grow and put me in the last situation, like maybe like a surveyor. But I'm not saying I am. I don't want to be, of course, but I am not. But I have experienced this for 7 years that I had to believe that I am kind of born to be like a Jongdorong. As the picture came out and out and out, and we can't handle this reality, this anymore. To me, this is the reality. But I'm just a one person. I'm not a God that can do a miracle to the people harming me. I'm just a person, but maybe my soul inside is like a Jongdoryeong, kind of born to be, but maybe very well grown to be in my high school and everything in my life. The journey was totally different, maybe close to Jesus. I have to tell you this later. But what I'm saying is that the reason I'm good at English is also because of God made me to learn English at one point, maybe to do this. I knew that God made me very, in my journey, it wasn't me or people around did to me. It was always God in between made me to this end. Then I found that why am I getting all this journey or the perfect crime? Then I felt, and then someone told me that I look like a Jong Do-ryung, and I was freaking out that yes, I was at that time. And then people were even testing me, and then God sent me to the Yongsu Pogu where this one who bigger, and everything was meeting, and it was a karma here. And yes, there was at one point we saw the Harris and everything, this Gus and Augustine thing coming out. It's not me doing this, okay? It's the God at the top doing this, and we like kind of meeting at one time at a point that have to make a decision here. Maybe we are born to be. I was the maybe first or the advanced person to find out that I am, and I did want to deny, escape from this, but it couldn't. Okay, so I kind of had to take, but that was like 2 years ago. But as I see it's more and more, and I see this, what I'm saying is we believe the war, third or the last war kind of thing may be done by the evil at the top. He's trying to, run the world, or of course he used the people too, right? But the person who is trying to stop this may not be person like me, but God. Okay, so I believe the God tried to stop this, but when it was unsolvable in Korea or by Korean people because they are very weak, or they don't actually much believe God because they didn't have time to. So I believe the evil is more easily to use Koreans than any other people in the world, because most of people in the world do the right thing with the God, right? They believe in God, but Koreans didn't have time to really believe God. Maybe you can imagine that with Chinese or North Korean, because it is kind of little far from the foreign culture. It's not a foreign culture, but yet to them, no time. So what I'm saying is that you see that the I'm of course helpful to the world at this time. I was always at that time very helpful, trying to save people around me, which was Korea maybe, to the world. This English is not done by me actually. I'm saying I'll tell you about my journey later. Okay, I'm not a great person, but he is doing a journey with me. So what I'm saying is that this is the point that I'm saying now, that well, I'm in a place here. Okay, I don't know 문재인, 윤석열, or 김건희, or 이재명. I don't know what they are doing politically or whatever they're doing. I don't care. But we saw that Korea is kind of collapsing or losing the justice here, or very sick and helpful. But the point was very brutal action inside that we cannot stop. This might look like a communism, but I don't think this is communism, because I don't believe that how can the democratic world can go back to the communism. That means it's going backwards, which of course make disaster and awful to the world. But I'm saying it's not a World 3. I believe the evil at the top is enjoying this. Okay, I'm not gonna say about this anymore. We learn from the history, world history, that we shouldn't do war, because humans may not be able to stop this, and it's gonna ruin the world. Anyways, I'm not saying this. It's not a okay. So what I'm saying is the perfect crime that I faced or been into was awful. The more I tried to stop myself first and around, they started to even kill my families who were more innocent, okay? And they do kill people around at all. no reason, I believe. Okay, so it's scary. And that was one of the points that I wanted to tell this, which looked very unreasonable or abnormal, that maybe the world have to know a little bit to know why this is happening to especially an innocent person here. And it was very unfortunate or fortunate to the world that the person turned out to be Jung Do-ryung, that it looked like a god's very good picture trying to stop here. Okay, I'm not a great person, so what I'm saying is that the okay, so I'm at Dongtan here. Okay, I didn't know this was near the U.S. Humphrey base. The silent war or the war with sound maybe out to be everywhere, but we believe Dongtan can maybe dangerous, but if it's the biggest one, but of course the God brought using people. No, God, not God. Evil is using maybe people here, but God has brought people around me here to stop. The last point? Is this the last point? I don't know. But anyways, the last time I came, hang on, the last time I came, the place they again won over me. I was put in this place and the people came around and doing all this, and so I actually couldn't do anymore and wanted to suicide. Even if I'm a Chongdoryong, I couldn't help this in reality in Korea, that the Korean police isn't really helping anymore. That anyways, so then I decided to live myself with a dog. So I bought this black yak here, but it was amazing that the God made this little angel and made me to meet that. She turned out to be like an Augustine thing here, the soul inside her. It doesn't have to be a male dog. I believe it's the soul thing. That, and then we saw this Times Square thing and the Mustang coming here, and it was true that they were trying to kill me in Cheonjeol, because then it was really last perfect crime. Then the God was only one who's watching this now at the top. It was too much to me, and I am the Jongdoryong kind of. So he even tried to stop that killing this innocent soul here, that he did gave the thunderstorm was near them, the rainpour, and all we see this disaster. There was 4 kind of disasters here. That was every time they tried to kill me, and we see that God is made me and tried to save me. It was very amazing, even the last night here. So anyways, so then they were scared, so they again kicked out me to pretend that it's not them. Then they lastly, because they were scared of God, put me here, which again won over me. And this place was amazing, that the contract said that they can open the door with the police at any time they think it's a suicide or run away or whatever, but I was afraid, like freaking out the last time that there was police, of course, involved in this and trying to do the perfect crime from the beginning to the real last. And now we all know, but hang on, there's a call here.